WISeKey is a Swiss security company. We are concentrated on internet security. We secure people identity, we secure data, we secure telecommunication, control access, and telecommunication exchanges. We are moving into also areas on counterfeiting, protecting products, luxury products. WISeKey is a PKI company at the origin, an encryption company that has evolved during the life cycle into different vectors. So we have now 4 major verticals. One is using WISeKey, as I say, for counterfeiting. Another is using WISeKey for encryption, communication, mobile phones, identification on SIMs. Another one is government security, citizen service platforms, protecting the citizen identity when they access the internet for e-voting, e-tax, e-transport. And now moving into areas on mobile telephony and micro payment, using your mobile as a payment device. WISeKey has been named as a new champion due its uniqueness in terms of disruptive company. It's a high growth company. The potential of WISeKey in 10 years, if the market evolves in the way we expect and it will evolve, is to become a very, very large company. Revenues on WISeKey are multiplying every month now. We are getting markets like the one we announced in China. We also announced penetration in the United States. I will be going to the Global Clinton Initiative next week to announce a major project on macro remittances. So I think all those factors made the WEF to take us into consideration for the nomination as a new champion. So we have a developed country strategy, which is basically everybody should have a digital ID. WISeKey motto is everybody should have a digital ID, and without the digital ID on the internet you can do transactions. We also have a preoccupation for social endeavors, social innovation for developing countries, because a lot of people are excluded from the internet. They cannot benefit from bank accounts, they cannot transfer money. So WISeKey is also working with the United Nations, with many NGOs, to provide people with digital identification. Actually, we're also providing a project for unbanked people that don't have a bank account. There are 3 billion people with a mobile phone now. Out of them, it's only 1 billion of them they have a bank account. So we have 2 billion people without a bank account, but with a telephone, mobile phone. So the idea is how to bring technology into the mobile phones to facilitate these people to have access to bank accounts and therefore participate into the global economy. The investors in our days, especially after the dot-com collapse and what happened with the latest failures on the internet economy, they are looking for companies that they have a business plan, a solid business plan. We don't invest anymore in dreams or in unproved models. The advantage of WISeKey, we are in a sector which is security, which is growing on yearly basis. We're always going to need security, especially in complex environments and in crisis. It is also based, the business model on WISeKey, on innovation and how to use this innovation for social causes. And it's a trend in the market now where investors are putting their money in social innovation. Actually, many of the VCs in the United States, in China, and many other places are now investing in companies that, in plus of having a traditional business model, they also have a business model which is bring innovation, means revenue are created by disrupting innovation. So this new model goes in advantage of the WISeKey. WISeKey will grow not only by making money, but also by returning services to the community, to empowering the consumers and to get services that allows them to have a better quality of life. We handled the crisis in a very, I will say, Swiss way. Switzerland is a country which has been maybe the country less affected by the crisis. We are a small economy. We have been just being the most competitive economy in the world for first time at the World Economic Forum. Actually, Switzerland is now #1 and the United States #2. And the same way applies for the way you run businesses in Switzerland. So you downsize, you reduce cost, you increase spending in terms of innovation, R&D, you make your products more competitive internationally, and you establish cooperation with countries like in China, where the Swiss know-how and the Chinese expertise together combine an excellent viable model. So this is the best way to fight the crisis. It's not creating those kind of white elephants company, which are very big, huge burn rates, but rather desire to grow accordingly to the needs. We sign a contract, we put people. We don't sign a contract, we reduce people. We create a new product, we innovate, and so on. So the flexibility and be able to adapt to whatever circumstances the market will bring us. We just had a session which I moderated on social innovation and breakthrough ideas for social innovation. So the objective of the session was to capture the knowledge and attention of the participants and come out with ideas which could become eventually a groundbreaking idea, an idea that will change social innovation, that will change the way things are done for the better. Social innovation has a component of society. Social means that whatever you design has to be thinking on the most disadvantaged person. So not disqualify anybody, not exclude anybody from that opportunity. And that was the meeting. So we talk about water, about how can we bring water to developing countries. We talk about education, about security, about how human beings could improve the quality of life. Maybe we use less the internet because we are too much internet conscious now, only the internet, and facilitate meetings where people see each other, like the WEF is a good example. So we were discussing how innovation can improve the quality of human life. Now, the problem we have in the world is that the present society, which has 6 billion people, was designed originally by architects only thinking about 1 billion people. But the world has 6. It's like designing a house for only 5 people and you leave 100 inside. Obviously, the house will not be comfortable. The same problem we have in the world today. We are living in a world that everything, institutions, UN, organizations, government, all of them, they are being taken into consideration that big plan of a world which basically in our days is totally obsolete. We have to go beyond that. We have to bring entrepreneurs, and this is another thing of the panel, innovation through entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs are coming out with passion, the same passion that they had for doing business, but now for social causes, helping the society. So extremes of the conversation went that maybe in the future the next Google, the next biggest company on earth will not necessarily a company only making money, but also returning money back again to the society. The participants of the sessions are predominant figures from academia, business, scientific world, government officials, all of them members of the WEF, that they came to the meeting to provide their contributions and their know-how and their practical experience, and we came with concrete ideas, and this is with the uniqueness of this type of environments. Then you came with ideas, then many of them could become basically the next idea. The importance, as I mentioned, is the fact that we need to think out of the box. We have to come with new ideas. We don't have it yet. I mean, there's a lot of human problems that has solution, like poverty, like food distribution, like health, like education, and we do have the tools available. We have the technology available, but needs the passion, needs the human drive to make it happen. And that's what we were expecting, and we obtained in some cases ideas that could then be industrialized into companies, into ventures, where you can then raise capital, when then you can inject that into the market. The exercise will continue. The idea of this meeting is only the beginning. The experts will continue working together, and those ideas will be maturing along the time.